All right, today we have a live lesson with Claire and we're going to work on her iron ball striking to help her break 80.
Hopefully by the weekend as well. Welcome to the channel, everybody. This is Meandmygolf. If you are new and you want to improve your game, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell to never miss a video, and check out our 5 shots lower video series. It's absolutely free in the description down below. Claire, how you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. We're going to help you with your irons today. Ball striking is the most important thing. Good player, we've watched you warm up, hitting some long shots, longer than us, Pierce.
Yes.
What's the issue with the ball striking when it comes to for your irons for you?
It's just a little bit inconsistent. So I can hit it nice, or I can hit like a thin right slice that just kind of kills it.
Yeah.
Just that inconsistency.
And you've not broke 80 before, that's
No.
a goal of yours,
Yeah,
yeah?
definitely.
Now Claire has coaching as well, which is great. She's a member of the website, so she's very educated in some of the things that you're trying to do, which is good. But the ball striking seems to be the issue. We've done some swings already, so we've got a little bit of an idea of what we're going to be working on. So let's hit a few shots.
Yep.
We may look at some of the flight scope data as well.
Yeah.
And let's just get an idea of what we're going to do and see some of the shots as well. Just hit as normal.
Okay,
Straight
yeah.
for the middle of the green here, on the 14th at the Asprey. It's one of my favourite holes, Pierce, this one.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it, at the moment?
Very
pretty
nice.
decent.
Very nice.
That was a little
Okay,
bit.
there's a good example of the sort of the low poor strike that sort of slices off to the right.
It can
Good.
go lower than that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
We want to see those, that's good. We want to correct those today, that's the important thing. Lovely shot, I mean that's right at the flag. What yardage have we got here, Pierce? That's gone about 3 feet away from the flag. It could be in, almost in, that was lovely, very nice. Okay, I just want to have a quick look at some of the numbers. I just want to see the path, Pierce, for me on this average path, if you can grab that for me.
Average path, bear with me 1 second. That last one was 1.3 degrees to the left.
Okay.
But I will tell you what it is as a consistency. Yeah, 1.8 degrees to the left.
Okay, so generally we're seeing a slightly over the top swing. We're just going to take a look at this, Claire, as well. And this is something that you've seen a lot of in the past, and we'll show the guys at home here. Great setup, really nice. As we go through the swing here, what we're going to notice is that club face, very, very good. We can see the face is nice and strong. It gets a little bit behind the hands, and you've probably seen this before in the past as well. Not too much of an issue there, but we'll have a little look further on from here. As we continue to go up now, club face is still strong, but on the way down now, we're going to see this move. This is the one that you're trying to correct.
Yeah.
And this is the thing that's causing you the poor strikes. It just hits the heel every now and again, and then sort of squirts over to the right, really. So if we can get you swinging somewhat closer to the plane on the way down today,
Yeah.
that's what's going to make all the difference. Okay, Claire, so setup and everything looks great. One of the things that we see you do in your routine is you're very aware of this.
Yeah.
Now when you're doing this, what I notice is that the hands and arms do a lot of movement, but we don't really use any of the hips.
Okay.
So what I would like to see in the way back is that this is great, really like what you're doing here, but I'd love to see it linked more with a rotation of the hips.
Yeah.
Now from the front of you, if I just get you to stand sort of just roughly where Pierce is here, if I swing back and don't really use the hips, what tends to happen is now we end up going more this way, where the upper body's leaning towards a target, reverse spine we call this, but then from here the only way we're going to go is steep.
Yeah.
So if we can get you today to move the hips in a better way, really encourage this motion on the way back, that's going to help us stack the upper body more over the lower body in a better way. And then from here now, create some room to swing here. So you're doing a really good job with the arms and the club. The body isn't allowing you to swing from the inside. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we can get your body and your hips doing a better job, this is going to be really, really easy.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Okay, so let's jump in. So if you take your setup for us, just anywhere there without the ball.
Yep.
Show me your old sort of little practice swing, the rehearsal. So notice when you do that, there's not really any motion of the lower body, yeah?
Yeah.
So if you take your setup there. So what I'd like you to do here when we do this, I really want you to feel as if, as we do this, we allow the belt and the hips to turn with me. Okay, now how different does that feel?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay?
Yeah.
Feel quite different, yeah? The face is still strong. You've still got this in the same place. This is the most important thing. But now we move in the body in a different way.
Yeah.
Feel different?
Yeah, it feels a lot different.
Good, let's do that again. So instead of just the arms and putting it in place, allow the hips and the belt to move with me. Okay, really, really nice. Okay, different?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Do that again for us.
You know what? This is so important. If you're swinging over the top, you're slicing it, please have a look at what your hips are doing. Video yourself, get someone to tell you. You've got to get a good hip turn on the way back, otherwise it's so easy to come over the top. Make sure you check that out.
To swing from the inside now.
Yeah.
And if we just, the only thing we do today is just allow the hips to rotate and create some room, we're going to change your path and we're going to get rid of the over the top.
Yeah.
So let's do that again. I'm going to take you into a little bit more of a full swing here.
Yep.
So as we swing back, we're going to allow the hips to turn, hips to turn, hips to turn. Eyes down where the ball will be. Okay. Now tell me how that feels.
Very strange.
Very strange, okay. Why does it feel strange?
Just because it feels completely different to what I normally
Okay,
do.
good, different is good and strange is good. If it feels strange, that's a good thing. Okay, let's do that again for us. And how different, where do you feel that?
All over, really.
All over, yeah, okay, good.
In the toes, through ears.
Everywhere.
Okay, ready. First move, hips, 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 hips. Keep turning those hips. Okay, different feeling again.
Yeah.
Okay, really nice. But now look, Claire, if we start the downswing now, look how much room we've got in here.
Yeah.
Now what Claire said earlier before we started, you said to me, Claire, that I'm trying to swing down in here. I'm trying to swing the club on plane. But when we're in this position, I'll exaggerate it, you're not as this much over, trying to get the club down here is really hard. But when we are turning the hips and creating the space, all of a sudden, I've got all this freedom to swing from the inside.
Yeah.
So you understood what you needed to do, but your body wasn't really allowing you to do it in the right place. And this is what probably a lot of you guys at home will be doing as well. If the hips aren't doing a good job, it's really hard. Eyes down on the ball.
You can see how much as well they're working at the movement. It's not so much about hitting golf balls at this stage and going straight into it. It's about creating the movement, understanding it, practice swing, practice swing, practice swing. Check it with some feedback in a mirror. Don't worry, she'll hit one in a minute, but make sure you have plenty of practice swings.
How different does that look from the front
That's amazing.
piece?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay.
It looks powerful, Andy, as well. Like you say, it creates room, but it looks powerful.
Should be 20 yards past us after we've done this piece, to be fair. And again, what do you notice when I do this with you? Keep hold of the club. If I swing back with you, what do you notice when we do this?
I can feel my hands are kind of getting in a different...
Slightly lower and more in, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good, because you've been very hands orientated,
Yeah.
almost trying to push it here.
Yeah.
I want you to almost be more body led. If we move the body, look,
Yeah.
hands are going to follow.
Yeah.
What you've been doing is being almost going, well, I'm going to put the hands in and do it with these.
Yeah.
And more putting it in position instead of from here allowing things to be more governed by this. So let's do a few more of these. So soft arms, relax the hands. We're going to let the hips almost move things away. See how different that is. And the face look is good. Your face is, you haven't really done anything with that either, have you?
No.
We've just allowed things to move in a more natural way with the body. Relax the hands.
So definitely what Claire was doing is something that a lot of golfers do when they're trying to change a move in their golf swing. They seek for a position as opposed to going, well, I know I want the club there, but I've got to make sure I keep the flow of the golf swing, as opposed to I must position it here and position it here and forget about moving the rest of the body almost.
There you go.
That looks so good, Claire.
Okay, now from here, just swing down for me. Good. Different?
Yeah. Very different.
But does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You do a really good job of the arms and the club, but because we're maybe not quite using the body in a good way,
Yeah.
it's just very hard to...
It's interesting as well because I feel sometimes with my old swing that when I would get in the top I was kind of a little bit stiff and it were a bit hard to come into that downswing.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out why.
The thing is, with the majority of amateur golfers like yourself watching this, the backswing is just so important. You can see a lot of the tour pros, they get away with things like they can have a funky backswing, but they're doing this day in, day out, and you know, they're really highly skilled, where the majority of amateurs, if we can position you in a better place on the way back, it just makes things so much easier. So if we can, and you were working really hard to try and put it in place, you won't have to if we get the backswing right.
Yeah.
As always, what I really like to do with this, because it's such a different move, I'm going to tee the golf ball up.
Okay.
Just so you can focus on the quality of the motion as opposed to the striking. I want you to be not worried about the ball. I want you to be more conscious of what the hips are doing.
Okay.
And let's have a few swings and then we'll fire it away. Nice. Slightly over the top.
It's interesting as well when we get people to do this as well. I mean, I do this and I've done this myself with my golf swing. You're almost feeling that you say to yourself, belt buckle is the only thing that you actually really want to move in the backswing. Obviously everything else will move, but if you're used to doing it so much with your arms, get your belt buckle involved, and it can be a really big, quick win.
Slightly narrower. That's it. Okay, so just get the place. I'm just going to do a couple of moves with you just to give you a feeling of the body, what the body should do. So
Okay.
club across your shoulders. Perfect. In your setup for me. Lean forward as if you're playing a shot. Really like this drill to sort of give us a feel of what the body should be doing. Let me just, if I just replace that and swap it over. There we go. Okay, in your
Swip it or
posture.
swap it.
Swip it and swap it. Okay, lean forward just a touch more. Okay, good. Eyes down where the ball would be for me.
Yeah.
Okay. How does that feel?
It's weird.
Weird, yeah. Okay, and this is a really good drill. You'll see from the face on here now, Claire's upper body now isn't leaning towards the target, and we've got a lot more hip turn. This club is matching that one. This is a really good drill to do. Okay, lean forward a bit more. Good, so rotate. There you go. So this is a real good drill for you here, Claire, but this is where we'd love to see you at the top of the swing.
Yeah.
Upper body's turned, hips have really created some freedom there and some movement. Do that on your own now for us. There you go, and again. Like it. This looks easy, this does. It's just a matter of learning this now. Claire's easily, in terms of the motion here, you can do this quite easily. You've just created a slightly different movement pattern that you'd normally do. So
Yeah.
okay, good. So this is, the more you do this, the easier it's going to be. Perfect.
Nice.
Oh, that one felt nice.
Hello.
Nice. Really good height on that, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that one felt really
Beautiful
nice.
shot.
Yeah.
Really nice. Okay, better. Get in there.
Isn't it? It's getting there.
Get in there.
Yeah, so
Lovely.
good. So good. You could almost tell when
That
you were
was
doing
really
that
nice.
backswing, it was going to be really good.
That was the best swing that you've done so far in terms of changing
Yeah.
it. That was really good.
Yeah, club path on that one is nearly 0 now, Andy. It's 0 and 0.5 to the left.
Okay, that
so
was
it's-
nice, yeah.
It's getting nearer.
Let me just show you the difference on this. So, this is your first one.
Yeah.
Take a look at the over the top. We can see how the club it's sort of chopping through your neck. I
Yeah.
think Pierce calls this the decapitating move.
Yeah.
Chopping your neck off there. You can see that shaft there. So
Yeah.
steep and over the top and in front, and that's when we get that. Now, ignore the backswing for the moment because the club's a bit more inside.
Yeah.
But look at the lower body. Look how much sort of we've got daylight between the knees now, which is great. Hips are moving more. Now, when we start the downswing now, look where the shaft's coming from now.
Yeah.
Now it's coming through the arm, not so much over the top.
Yeah.
Really nicely on plane at this point here, and this one, reasonable contact at the middle of the face on this one. So the shape of your golf swing now has changed. It might not look as on plane on the way back, but the most important thing is where it is on the way down.
Yeah.
Very nice. Almost a little draw on that
very
one.
That
Good.
one felt good, yeah, that one.
I think that is a good one to finish on. Hope that helps. Make sure you check out our 5 shots lower video series, and let's see if Claire can break 80 next weekend. Thanks, guys.